Hello, hello, my lovely artists. We're back here for Drawing Us Together, part 2, where we're exploring SAFE. You've been so busy all over Manchester, in over 30 different schools, making me all your beautiful artworks. You've been exploring all the things that make you happy, and then you've been sharing these online so we can see what everyone's up to for our 2022 project for the Year of the Child and Young Person, where we are exploring and developing our empathy and understanding for why people become refugees. And now that there is the war in Ukraine, there's going to be even more people being refugees. So let's begin to explore.
Safe!
What makes you feel safe?
My mum, my duvet, and my bed.
My cats, hugging my mum, and playing with my Lego. My bedroom, my best friend, and my ripped up jumper.
My dog, my cats, and my family.
What makes you feel safe?
Dressing up Spider-Man. Dressing up superhero and going to the rescue.
Okay, artists, let's start our work exploring what makes us feel safe. And we need to give this a bit of thought. It's just a bit harder than what makes us happy. We're going to have to think a bit more deeply about what makes us feel
Safe!
Okay, so here's mine. I started just thinking about things that make me feel nice and safe and secure, like my lovely fluffy jumper here. And also on my front door, you know, when you've been on a long journey and you get home, that feels safe. That's good. And then I was thinking about daft things like hiding under my duvet. Everyone likes that one, I'm sure. And then there's things like holding hands with people in my family. That makes me feel nice and safe and secure. Stops me from when I'm worrying or being anxious. That's nice. Oh, and here's an odd one for you. Something that makes me feel safe still now. But when I was a little girl, my mum used to make me spaghetti on toast with cut up toast in little triangles. And that always used to make me feel better and safe and snuggly and secure. So then I've got another weird one for you. This is strange. I have got a phobia of buttons. You might want to have a think about things that you are scared of and what stops that for you. So this is a genuine fear of mine. I am terrified of... Oh no, there they are, buttons. I couldn't film this bit. Someone else had to film this for me. This is what has to happen for me to feel safe. Buttons have to be securely sealed in a box in my house or at work. I can't bear them. If that's not done, I don't feel safe. Perhaps you have a phobia or something you're particularly frightened of. What makes you feel better? What makes you feel safe? Here's one that's quite an obvious one. This is my parents. They make me feel safe. And I hope that's the same for you. Whoever cares for you and looks after you and is bringing you up, I hope they make you feel nice and safe like my parents did. Okay, well, that's enough for me of my mind mapping. Take some time over this and then we're ready to start working. Okay, for this one, we're going to be needing our blue piece of paper. We used green last time. It's all about the blue. And we're using blue, black and grey materials to make our text-based piece of artwork exploring what makes us feel safe. Now, we're starting this part of the project on International Women's Day, which is the 8th of March. And because of that, in the PowerPoint I've sent you to look at with your teachers, I've included lots of women artists around the world who make text-based artwork to inspire you. And of course, this doesn't just have to be in English. You can use any language you want in text-based art, just like this one that's done in English and Arabic. And here's some in Japanese. So whatever languages you speak or you would like to explore, you can use in your artwork. You can always look things up if you don't know what the words are. I've made you some worksheets which your teachers might want to print out for you or put on the board for you to use with the words safe or safety in over 100 different languages. Okay, let's begin. You can have your piece of paper in whatever way up you want. This is portrait or this is landscape. However you want to, it's fine. And it doesn't matter which colour blue you have as your piece of paper, as long as you're using blue and you're using blue and grey and black materials. Now, I've made you several examples again to get you thinking. This is the first one I'm doing, and this is the word for safety in Ukrainian, because I felt that that's very relevant at the moment with people who are certainly not feeling safe in Ukraine at this difficult time. I decided to write the word safety in Ukrainian over and over again on this piece for you. And after I did that, I then wrote on all my words using a black pen for the things that made me feel safe. So things like the spaghetti on toast and the snuggly jumper and my parents and buttons being in a box. So that's my first one I've done for you finished. And then I tried lots of different ones, and I had a real go using some collage this time. I used the sheets that I prepared for you, which I photocopied. You can do them in black and white, and I ripped them up and put them together to make some different sorts of collages. This one was quite interesting. I just started off by ripping some of the safety words into strips, and then I filled in between with all my words for all the things that make me feel safe. And then this one I tore the same bits of paper into shapes rather than strips and stuck them on, and then I put my words in between and play around with decoration, because remember, we're making artworks, not posters. And so here's another one that I did, and this time I used some letters. Again, I sent these to your teacher, they might want to use, and I cut out some bits out of my rectangular piece of paper there. You don't have to keep your paper the same shape, you can cut bits out. I had a go with using some of the ripped up sheets again here, the bits left over, and I did some weaving this time. Again, I cut out some of the shapes and sides of it. Doesn't have to stay the same shape. And I wrote all my words in between my woven pieces there. That was fun. But then, of course, you don't have to use the photocopies or collage at all. You could just get on using whatever materials you've got in your classroom, like this one I did with pen. And because it's an artwork, not a poster, I decided to break up my words and spread them all over the page. So a word like hand, I didn't write the whole word. I had H-A-N-D scattered all over the place. That was good fun. So really have a play and get creative with this one. See what you come up with, what ideas for your artwork. As long as you've used blue paper and you've used the right colour materials, you can't go wrong. And remember, it doesn't just have to be purely text art. Artists like Chantal Martin uses text, but also drawings. And if you love drawing, get some drawing in there as well. You can't go wrong. Can't wait to see what you've made. And that is important. We do need to see it. You need to display it around your school. You need to take lots of photos. Your teacher needs to put it on the school's social media with the hashtag happy, safe and free, so we can see all the beautiful artwork that you've created across the city. And there's one last thing that we need to remember to do. We've now got 2 pieces of really precious artwork for happy and safe. We have to keep it safe! Thank you. You need to keep it safe because you're going to need this artwork again in June. So that's safe, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks for free. And remember everyone, if for some reason you don't feel safe, talk to your teacher. Bye for now.